Hello, everybody.
Hi.
My name is Darren.
I'm Graham.
And I have watched the film Frankenweenie.
Wow.
Ask me what film I've seen.
What film have you seen?
Frankenweenie.
Frankenweenie?
By Tim Burton. Timothy
Is that
Burton.
About, a possessed...
Penis.
Oh my god.
It is
That's
as
what
well.
I was gonna
That's
ask.
exactly what it's about.
Oh dear.
Not really.
Oh.
It's about a guy. It's a stop motion film. Has that been mentioned? It hasn't. I'm mentioning it now.
Okay.
It's a stop motion film. It's in black and white.
It's in black, all of it?
Yes.
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 Because I've seen the front cover of it.
The front cover is
And
in
the
black
name,
and white?
Yeah, but the name is in green, I think.
Ah.
Because it's like Frankenstein.
Well, Frankenstein is in green. Frankenstein.
Yeah, he's kind of greeny
Is
grey.
he? Or is Frankenstein's monster greeny grey?
Frankenstein's green when he sees the bloody electricity bills. Rookie machine.
Rocky machine.
Shut up.
Frankenweenie is about a boy who has a dog, and it's like a little nice area, like all the little family areas in Tim Burton's movie.
Yeah.
You know, like in Edward Scissorhands and things like
lovely.
that. And
very nice.
Long story short, the dog dies, squished by a car.
Films get really bad. Like we've just seen the other one with Keanu Reeves.
Oh yeah. Where I was thinking that
he takes drastic measures when his dog dies.
Frankenweenie, the kid's dog dies, so he brings it back to life like Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah.
In John Wick, his dog dies and he goes and kills everybody.
I
was just thinking Frankenweenie could have been a different film if Keanu Reeves was involved. Yeah, he goes off and kills anyone with a car because the dog gets run over by a car.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
It's really horrible if you've got a dog and you can relate to it. Well, it's not graphic. It's not like bits of like dog face hitting a windscreen or anything.
Okay.
It's just like that sort of
the emotion
moment of just thinking like, oh my god, like when you can't do anything about it.
Oh really?
You can see like.
Did they play on that quite a lot in the film?
No, maybe I'm just empathising because I have a dog and I know how I would feel.
So it's a split-second moment in the film, but for you it's just like
play it out.
It's
kind of obvious what's coming up. Like firstly you know what the film's about. Secondly, the ball. The dog's chasing after a ball and it goes across the road.
Yeah.
So obviously the dog just runs straight out.
Well, how do you feel about that? Isn't that a little bit cliche or a little bit? No, obviously it doesn't happen a lot and stuff. But you would think he might
was playing baseball?
Die in a more kind of
the dog
original way. Yeah.
What's an original? Why would you want a dog to die in original? It's not about how the dog dies. It's just get the dog dead so he can bring it back.
Well, yeah,
the escapades when there are a lot of dogs alive.
Exactly.
So why are you arguing about it being a cliche?
Because it's all. Well, I guess that's the kind of part of the lead in the story, isn't it? It's like the action, like nothing's interesting.
It's in like the first 15
until
minutes.
the dog dies. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say nothing interesting.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying. I know I'm shouting now, but
yeah.
I know. I think the point is that like I would probably.
How would you kill the dog?
How I would do it? I don't know, but a different way.
Well, give us an example.
I don't know. Like he's in the shed and the shed falls on him. Like it just collapses.
What an original way to kill a dog! A shed collapses on it.
Or a drill
so much more
is on the side.
Fucking hell! A drill's on the side. What the drill's
and it
drills his brains out
and it just falls on his head.
Fucking Frankenweenie is directed by Abel Ferrara or Tobe Hooper. They're people.
Or the driller killer.
That's what Abel Ferrara directed.
It was a joke.
Oh, I didn't think you got it.
Anyway,
your own joke. So the boy has a dog. Set in the beginning, the boy has a dog. The dog dies. He brings it back like Frankenstein's monster, pulling it up to the loft and lightning. Yeah. And I think a toaster's involved and maybe like a whisk. It's like all kitchen utensils.
Like
it's really good.
Home Alone meets.
Yeah, meets Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah.
Or the film Frankenstein. And then obviously it's just chaos ensues.
Your Frankenstein pedantry is annoying. Carry on.
Deal with it.
I am.
So yeah, it's amazing. I really, really love this film. Loved, which is amazing because it's a Tim Burton film that came out in the last 6 years, and as we all know, he's done nothing but shit in the last 6 years.
He's decided to stick his thumb up his arse.
Yes.
Leave it there.
Oh my god. Turns out he likes Disney's money more than he does original ideas.
Yeah, and he's divorced now, isn't he? So he can enjoy all that money to himself.
I know. I think Tim Burton and Helen Bonham Carter not being together anymore is proof that all love is fake. Because if they can't survive together,
those two
nobody can.
Well,
clearly there's only 2 people on the world, or one person in the world for each of those people, and they're each other.
Yeah,
and that didn't work. So all relationships and marriages are a sham. Proof. I've always suspected it, but now it's been proved.
The fact that they have to burrow to each other's houses.
I know, that sounds like a perfect marriage.
Living with a mad channel, like a weird kind of no man's land in between.
Apparently, if you don't know, they had 2 houses next door to each other with a tunnel underneath. That's how they lived.
Just bizarre.
Anyway, so yeah, she's not in this film, surprisingly.
Oh.
Neither's Johnny Depp. In fact, it's not got his usual riffraff. Maybe that's why it's a good film.
Is that why it didn't really get like that much exposure when it was kind of?
It got some exposure.
Some.
I think it came out at the same time as another one of his films, didn't it? I think he made it at the same time. Or maybe I'm thinking of Corpse Bride that he did that with. I think he made Corpse Bride at the same time as Sweeney Todd.
I think a lot of them, yeah, there was like a little bit of a bundle come out at the same time.
I think Frankenweenie is really, really good though. I was surprised by how much I loved it because it's a Tim
What
Burton
specifically?
Film.
Is it like how touching it is, or just like, you know, with
it's
like
a
the kid trying to
combination.
let me? Okay,
I'm answering your question. It's a combination of obviously it's about a boy trying to, you know, make his dog live longer than it should, which I empathise with.
Yeah,
because
if
I
you
love
had the
my
chance.
dog. If somebody said to me, you can shave 5 years off your life, so you'll die 5 years earlier than you should, but your dog will live for that entire life. I would take that deal. So if I meant to die at, I don't know, 80, I would happily die at 75, but have my dog until I'm 75, alive, obviously.
That's a bit of a
that's
cop-out, isn't it?
Why is it a cop out?
I mean, well, that's who would make that deal with you?
God,
right? A generous God.
That's not very generous. 5 years off my life.
Yeah, but then like 50 years onto his
50
life.
50 years on a dog's life, 5 years off a human's life. I hate to be elitist in the world of the animal kingdom, but I kind of think my life as a human is worth more than a dog's.
Well, a dog ages 7 years.
Why are we getting into this?
For everyone. So
it was
one
just
of
a
ours.
flippant throwaway
So
comment.
if you want to have 5, then you'll have to
Look, this is my deal I've made with myself. That's never going to happen. So anyway, why I like the film is that I have a dog that I love very much, and so I can relate to the kid who really wants his dog not to be dead.
I love my dogs.
Yes, but I love mine more.
But I would shave 5 years off their lives to have one added onto mine.
To have a rug for your own bedroom.
Yeah, to have decent pajamas.
My bed's cold. I want more duvets. Kill the dogs.
Mother, kill the doggies.
Skin the dogs. Make me warm. Yeah, like sleeping in the front room like a fucking tauntaun like Luke.
Yeah, just curled up in it.
I'm so cold in this front room. Gets a knife out, just cuts the dog open.
Crawls in.
Anyway.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
So I can. It's 7 minutes. This video.
How have you got that? We haven't even mentioned the film yet. Yeah. So you enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it because I have a dog. I can relate to wanting to be alive.
Yeah.
It really plays on that kind of sort of
companionship.
No. The love of horror movies.
Oh yeah.
You know, like Hammer movies and Universal horror movies and stuff from the oldie days.
Okay.
And randomly Godzilla, but it's really funny.
Right.
So that. And there was another reason. Well, obviously, it looks amazing. Like
I was going to say the lighting, all kind of like.
It's just like it's just like when you see Tim Burton do those sketches. You know, everyone's got like big black eyes and stuff like that, and it looks like him basically. And it's really funny. And excuse me. It's really funny. There's a girl in it who has a cat, and the cat predicts big events for people by shitting. So it'll shit the first letter of somebody's name, and she's like proper like the little girl. She's got her eyes like wide open all the time. You know, like that girl from Harry Potter, the blonde one.
Luna.
Yeah, she's like her.
Yeah.
And she just goes like, "My cat's dreamt about you." And just holds up shit in like the shape of an M or something. Really funny.
Amazing.
So it's all that really. It's just the references to old movies that are cool, and the fact that I understand the dynamic between the owner and the dog, and
it's cool.
Yeah, I just really liked it. And it's obviously more personal to Tim Burton's life than Alice in Wonderland was, because it's about a loner, which he obviously was. Yeah. About the outsider, and he's made this film before as a sort of live action thing. It's on the special features to my DVD of Nightmare Before Christmas. Don't know about yours. So it's obviously an idea he really likes and he's had in his head for a while.
Right.
I think that girl that I just mentioned, she might be from a short story he'd already written, one of those books.
Oh, right.
Where he writes, draws a picture, writes a paragraph.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like it's a full story book. It's just a book of lots of stories.
Yeah. Okay.
I think one's called Stickman, one of his stories.
Right.
Stick boy liked Match Girl or something like that. It's called.
Oh, I think that rings a bell. Actually.
Yeah.
It's just all these short stories.
So it's really good. It's my favourite of Tim Burton's stop motion films. I'm saying it.
What, instead of Corpse Bride? And
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. I'm also throwing Nightmare Before Christmas in there.
Why?
Because everyone thinks that's a Tim Burton film. Because it says, to be fair,
and
Tim Burton's
this
Nightmare
isn't
Before
better
Christmas.
than Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, it is. It is to me.
Isn't?
I think Nightmare Before Christmas is a bit overrated.
Yeah, you're a little bit too close to your dog, I think.
Oh my god. Well, I don't say it like that.
I'm not
I do weird things.
Well, I was actually implying that, but as a joke. But I think you.
No, I think you have an unhealthy Nightmare Before Christmas. It's not unhealthy.
It clearly is, because as soon as she dies, you're gonna lock yourself in the room.
That's so unhealthy, isn't it? That a person would mourn the loss of their pet. Imagine.
This.
Seriously. It's okay to be sad when your pets die.
Yeah, I was very sad when we killed Winnie that time.
It's not top trumps. I love my dog more. I cried for a week.
Yeah. No, I'm just... Anyway. I'm saying you can relate.
No, but you were just disputing the fact that I like this more than Nightmare Before Christmas.
I mean...
Directed by Henry Selick, in case you wondered.
The Henry Selick.
Who also did Coraline, which I also think this is better than, even though I really love that film as well. I like all these films, but I like this the most.
Simply for the dog factor.
Well, that's the story.
Yeah, no, obviously that's the story. It's really funny. But that's like me saying, like, I really love Christmas, so I love Nightmare Before Christmas.
No, because I'm not saying that. I'm not saying I like it just because it's the dog. Yeah. That happens to be the story of it.
I like dogs.
I like everything. I like the characters, and I like the stuff at the end that I don't want to give away. That's
all
sort
those
of
characters and stuff more.
Yeah.
Than Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, I do think that film's a bit overrated.
I think you need to rewatch it. When was the last time you seen it?
That's a few years ago, but I've seen it loads. Yeah. I've seen it since I was a kid.
All right. All right then.
I prefer Corpse Bride to Nightmare Before Christmas.
I'm not. I nearly swore. I try not to swear, but you
said arse before.
You're an effing idiot.
Oh my god! Well, you know what that means? It means fucking.
You're a big effing C word.
I'm not even going to translate that one. Yes,
and I'm happy with that.
All I've got to say on the matter.
You're wrong. It doesn't.
You haven't seen this. You might agree with me if you watched it.
I doubt it. I love dogs, but I doubt it because I love skeletons and Christmas.
Well, that's fine. That's all I have to say.
How many other people do you think share your opinion?
I don't know. Let's do a poll. Like this video if you agree with me. And do nothing if you don't. We'll work it out. You're going to say goodbye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.